When did he do them?
A few years ago. I've been wanting somebody to draw the gnomes and ain't nobody drawed me none. Yes, I was sitting back. I was feeling kind of sorry for myself one day. So I figured I'd get out my tablet and start telling some of the stories. It was hooked into my brain. Didn't know where they come from. I guess Grandpappy or great-grandpa had handed them down, and since he didn't get to tell them to me myself, I reckon they are stored in my brain.
God, you losing it.
No, Tacoma didn't know I knew he was taping me, so I was making my own TV show for YouTube. So I started out to write, and I got to thinking, well, these stories don't sound right. So I got to talking to somebody that was a writer, and they told me to take your everyday experiences and make up characters to go in it, like the people you knew, and change the names so they wouldn't get aggravated because you used them in your stories. So far I got my niece in one of them. She called the Wild Child. She's, if everybody knows my niece, knows that most of her life she done what she wanted to do and acted a fool most of the time, not realizing that was the character I was on using one of my stories. I've got several stories with the Wild Child in it. What? If anybody wants to be in this video, they got to get over here where I'm at and quit talking in the background. Just like when me and Gordon did the video on the wrestlers had a contest on the TV one time where you act like two wrestlers is going crazy. So me and Gordon made a video of it. I still got that up at the house. The G-Man and the Great Pretender. I don't know if I ever showed Kane the G-Man and the Great Pretender video or not. Yeah. Everybody growing up with me knew I could sit around and act crazy anytime I wanted to, and even yeah. It seems like I'm getting another program in on my show. These Dad Blast cable TV shows, you can't even make your own movie unless somebody's interfering with them. And my guest today, I couldn't find a regular mountain man, so I got the next closest thing to it. They call him Wild Don. No, he's not really from the mountains, but some of his ancestors probably grew up looking the same way he did. Some of them just got in the mountains and forgot the razors. Don said he just hated shaving, so he didn't care if he had a razor or not. Okay, put it on him and let him tell you his story. This is old Don Cooper. Some say he's a mountain man, some says he's a mountain of a man. But I know he's just a gentle giant. It never said any harmful word about anybody. Found out Mr. Don ain't seen very much about life today. Oh, I'm going to turn it over to my assistant. It's trying to get me to take him hunting. The last time me and him went hunting, we stayed out half the night and didn't realize we were supposed to have a dog with us. So we walked all over the cow pasture and stepped in a few sore spots, got gnawed up in the mud a few times. been coon hunting. And the coon says, Uncle Billy, when you don't take me coon hunting? I said, what do you think we've been doing for the last hour or two like you're walking around? Uh-oh.
Baby watching Goose Tony. Mama.
Bye, King. Bye, Zeus.
Now when we got the camera facing me, the rest of them wants to be be in my movie that I tried to get them to be in it to start with. So me and Big Don I was walking around out in the woods. I just decided to give up the city life. I was tired of people telling me every move to make and everywhere to have a chicken and who to step on their property, get off of their side of the fence, and don't tear down the flowers and don't put my trash in my yard because it blew in their yard. So I decided I just hid for the mountains. I didn't care where I went, just as long as I got out of sight. So I was out there in the woods one day, and I'd heard about this man called Big Don. He's big as a mountain and twice as gentle as any man you'd ever see out there in the woods. I said, I've been out here for about 6 months now, and I almost starved to death a few times.
Billy, stick a biscuit in your mouth.
Well, who's sticking this biscuit in my mouth? So that'll be all for today's episode. Tune in next week when we'll finish it.